Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, thank you. Welcome. And if this is not your first time here, thank you for coming back. I am Tia the Southern Rose, and today I'm going to discuss one of my favorite, all-time favorite fragrances that I sadly do not wear anymore, and you'll find out why in a little while. It is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is the, what size? The 35 ml or 1.2 fluid ounce bottle. It is an exquisite fragrance. It launched in 2001. I bought my first bottle in 2003, so it was still pretty early on and it hadn't caught on a whole lot. It was popular enough, but I wasn't smelling it on everyone just yet. However, it has become extremely popular, especially with the young and polished set, I'll say. This definitely has struck a chord with women between the ages of maybe 22, 23, just out of college, all the way up until like the late 30s, early 40s. This is a fragrance that seems to be really favored by that set. I fall in that range, so that makes sense. A lot of my peers like this fragrance as well. However, because it's become so popular, I stopped wearing it outside of the house because I don't want to smell like everyone else when I'm out. I really like unique fragrances, and this is no longer unique. This is as common as white diamonds, but not as affordable as white diamonds. If you remember the scent White Diamonds back in the 90s, 2000s, you could smell it on any and everyone's mom. And I actually love the fragrance of White Diamonds, but I will never wear it because it's so easy to run into someone else wearing the same scent. That is how I feel about this now. So let me tell you more about the fragrance and we'll dive into it a bit more. It has a lot of notes in it. It has, I think, 13 or 14 top, middle, and base notes combined. So most of my fragrances usually have like anywhere from 7 to maybe 10. So to be over the number of 10, that's a lot of fragrances combining, but it works really well. It turns it into a symphony of sorts. So let me tell you about the notes. I had to write them down because there were so many. The top notes are orange, Mandarin orange, bergamot. I never know if that's bergamot or bergamot. If you know, leave it in the comments for me, please. And orange blossom. Those are your top notes. The middle notes are Turkish rose, jasmine, mimosa, and Ylang Ylang. And I'll give you a side note on Ylang Ylang in a minute. And then the base notes are patchouli, white musk, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean, and Opoponax. So the first thing you notice when you smell this, it's fruity, but it's got a lot of spice. It is one of the biggest orientals that I have in my perfume collection. It is definitely a floriental. It's got the florals, it's got the fruit, but it's also got a lot of spice. You smell the spice first. You definitely smell the vetiver, the patchouli, the jasmine, and the rose. And you also smell the bergamot or bergamot. You smell the fruitiness, but it's mixed in. So yeah, it smells amazing though. Definitely you also smell the white musk too, which is interesting because base notes to me, you usually don't smell them until they dry down. That's been my experience. You get a base note, you don't smell it until it's dry, and that's when it really shines. But this, you can smell those base notes as soon as you put it to your nose, and it is it's a fabulous scent. It sparkles. It really does sparkle. It is flirty and pretty, and it is sexy. It's a sexy fragrance, but it is a flirtatious sexy, not a come hither sexy. It's I'm dancing in a swishy skirt sexy, not a wink and nod sexiness, if you understand the difference between the two. So I mentioned I was going to tell you about Ylang Ylang. I absolutely hate Ylang Ylang. It is one of my most despised fragrances of all, and I own 2 bottles of Ylang Ylang essential oil. I bought it because it's in this and I like the smell of this. Well, what I found was Ylang Ylang only smells good when you mix it with other things. Now, other people may like it straight. I do not. If you mix it with some orange and like this one, orange and mandarin, and you mix it with some other essences, it can be wonderful. But by itself, Ylang Ylang is horrible. And This has it in there, but this smells so good because I don't know the proportions they use. Of course, that's their secret formula. But whatever proportions they use, it really gives a very balanced fragrance. It's just, oh gosh, I hate that everyone loves it. And it's sad because I want to get into wearing Chanel perfumes. I love Marilyn Monroe. She says she wore nothing but Chanel number 5. Well, guess what? I hate Chanel number 5. Chanel number 5 smells awful. I think it smells better on some people than it does on me. I've tried it, the tester. It smells terrible. I've tried it on me. It smells bad. It just is not what I thought it was going to be. And so when I saw this and tried this and loved it, I was really excited. And then I found out everybody else loved it too. So much for that. It is a beautiful fragrance, however. If you don't mind running into people who smell like you, or depending on, I will say this, depending on where you live, you may not run into many people that wear this. They may be more into white diamonds. It really just depends on your peer group. My peer group love this fragrance. They love it. They wear it. I, don't wear it anymore when I'm around them. So this is a really nice fragrance. It is not to wear to work. Let me be clear. Just like Woman by Ralph Lauren, this is not the fragrance you wear for a business setting. Now, some of my fragrances are perfectly fine for work. This is just a little too sexy. It's sexy to the point of distracting. I don't recommend this for work. However, if you don't care about being distracting at work, go for it. It smells amazing. And so you don't need a lot. A light spritz is fine. If you want to douse yourself in it, it will and can be very loud. The scent lingers because this is, I do believe this is an eau de parfum. So this is a more concentrated version of the scent. It's not an eau de toilette, which is very light compared to this concentration. This is the real deal. You don't need a lot of it, and you're going to smell amazing all day if you wear this. So that's my review on Coco Mademoiselle. Smells amazing. Let me think, is there anything else you need to know? Yeah, I mentioned my peer group. This, smacks, I think I've already said, this is smacks of the group from right out of college to like maybe early 40s. That's the group that really seems to enjoy this, but you don't have to be those ages to wear it. I do expect most people know that the spicier and heavier the fragrance, the more mature you usually have to be to carry that successfully. But it's all about personality, right? So if you have a personality that suits this, then absolutely go for it. If you don't, then have no fear. You can always go somewhere like Sephora where you can get perfume samples. I think they still do perfume samples even in this age of the pandemic. Get a sample, try it for a while, see if you really like it, because it is a bit of an investment. It's not a cheap fragrance. But people buy it a lot. So don't be surprised if you invest in this beautiful fragrance and you smell it on someone else, because it's very popular. And it's only 20 years old. So I expect that this will stay popular for quite some time. There is a more recent Chanel. I think Gabrielle is the most recent Chanel fragrance that's come out. I haven't smelled it yet. But this is probably one of their greatest hits in the past 30, 40 years. And it smells fantastic, but I don't wear it anymore because I don't want to smell like everybody else. So that's my review on Coco Mademoiselle. And I'll put all the details in the the description box below, including where you can find it. I'll look for the best price for you so that you can get it, hopefully very reasonably priced. And if you love it, tell me all about it. If you hate it, tell me all about it. If you've never tried it, let me know if it's something you'd be willing to try, because I think it's a really good fragrance if you run with a group that doesn't wear it a lot, or if you don't mind smelling like other people, then go for it. Don't wear it to work though, unless you want to distract people, because it is very sexy, and it's very good for nights out. As far as seasons go, this truly is, to me, an all-season perfume, because you're going to be wearing it at night where things are just always a little more relaxed anyway. Even for formal things, there's still a bit more of a relaxed air to it than during the daytime where you have to be in your business wear or you have to have a more professional demeanor. So Yeah, that's my review on Coco Mademoiselle. And let me know what you think about it in the comments below, okay? Talk to you all soon. Bye bye.